Okay, hi there YouTube. This is RC, Steve James here. It's a quick video for Pete, Swiley or Swiley username on eBay, just to show him my setup. Right, so there, as you can see, that's the new wind turbine. Obviously no wind at the moment, and there is the wind turbine that I had from Pete. And that one goes around a lot easier, to be honest, and it does pretty good. So I'm afraid it is a bit going dark at the minute, so I hope it picks up. There's my solar panels. At the moment I've got 740 watts of power on my solar panels, and I do want to get a kilowatt, so hopefully that'll, as soon as that's done, I'll be happy with that. Right, so we're just going into my room now to show all the bits and bobs. So I'll just put a bit of light on here. Okay, so we can see what's going on. Right, let's open here. Right, so basically what happens is, it comes down from the two wind turbines, the vertical and the standard wind turbine. Comes down this wire here. This is just my power meter. Obviously they're not turning at the moment, so then they're not generating anything. From there they go out into the this is a Missouri wind and solar charge controller, and that converts everything. Then it goes out to the batteries or to my dump load, which I'm either going to put a big resistor on it, or I'm going to put a heater element of some type. And then with the solar, everything comes in off the solar. I put it through this is a vintage car fuse box, so I use this. You don't have to, I'm just go over the top with everything. And then that goes into these four solar power controllers. I split my system up because if something goes on the system, it doesn't take the whole lot down then. It just takes down one section. And then here, so it's getting dark now, so it's still showing 12-13 volts, but as you can see there's no amps. I mean, these were pulling in like 40 amps earlier. But the plan is as well, because although I'm bringing in 40 amps, not using that to charge all the batteries, so I'm hopefully going to take some of that off to go into a grid tie inverter to try and bring my house bill down a bit, basically. Anyway, so everything goes through there, and then it goes down into the batteries. And here's my batteries. These are my 12 volt. They're 70 milliamp hour deep cycle marine batteries. I've got 20 of them, and the way I've lived it, because everything is 12 volt system, so everything's in parallel. And then the way I've done it is from every one I've brought a lead down to one below it. So all of the top ones are in parallel, and then just one lead comes down. I've seen lots of different ways of doing it. This works for me because the charge controllers go off. Are charging in 4 different sections. I spread that out across the battery bank, and that seems to work okay. It works well for me, so you know, I'm not going to muck around with anything else because it seems to do the job. Also, and what happens is then it goes into this is just a 1000 watt pure sine wave inverter. This goes into this plug here, and at the moment I've got it splitting into 2. So one goes off here, goes over the top there, and then it goes to this freezer. Apparently you're not supposed to run a freezer, or you can't run a freezer on a pure sine wave inverter. Well, this is it's not any special freezer, it's just a hot point. And this has been running for over 2 years on this system, and I've had no issues with it whatsoever. And then the other power lead goes off. It goes along the wall. Basically, it comes along here. Excuse all the junk. It's a bit dark. I mean, this is my remote control room, and then that goes into the living room, and that runs my TV system. And basically what that does, I'll show you because it'd be easier to show you. So it comes out of there and then goes, so excuse the mess. Okay. Hello wife.
Hello.
Hello son. Hello little monkey. And it goes into these four. See, it says TV cable, Xbox Wii, and that's running just a standard 32 inch. Actually get a better picture on it because it's pure filtered, and then that runs everything else off there. And hello Sparky. And then so that's all I'm running off it really. You wouldn't think that would make much difference, but normally our electric bills are about, hang on a second, turn this around so you can see me. Our electric bills are normally about, they used to be 300 quid for a quarter, and that was like a minimum. And since we've been running this lot, we're averaging, well our last bill was 80 quid for a quarter. So people who say it doesn't save a lot are talking through their arses basically. So, you know, and as I say, if I can feed back into a grid tie as well, then that's going to, you know, take a bit more money off as well. So hopefully it'll pick up a bit on the wind. Thanks again Pete for the turbine, because that's fantastic. That works really well when it's windy. And all the guys on YouTube, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you do like it, please click on the like or subscribe. There's going to be plenty more videos coming up about updating this system, because the other thing I haven't showed you at the moment, I don't know if this will get in, but these are, now I've got the two wind turbines, these are going to go off from the big inverter, which is a 3000 watt, into the consumer units, and then off to the lights will be done first in the house. And I'm using the house wiring as well because it's rated, and there's nothing, you know, there's no need to run any extra wiring if it's all there and it works. And the idea is, as soon as I put the lights onto the inverter, I'll flick it off on the consumer unit in the house and flick it on this one. And then if there's any issues or problems, and what I'll do is I'll do this in the same numbers as the one under the stairs. And if, say, the lighting system number 1 goes off, I just come into here, flick it off in here, flick it back on under the stairs, and it's back on grid. So there's no need to muck around. I know it might affect the insurance. I need to look into that yet. But anyway, I'll keep you updated, and take care everybody, and thanks for watching. Bye.